What's up, What Nowers? This episode is brought to you in part by Tarri's Destination Weddings, a full-service travel agency where they specialize in planning weddings in the Caribbean islands and Mexico. Especially for busy clients, there are no worries as all of your wedding plans and guest travel arrangements are taken care of. Whether you're planning to elope or bring hundreds of friends, Tarri's Destination Weddings makes destination wedding dreams come true. For more information, see the link in the description below.
Come on, man. That's too easy. You never heard of me? Stupid.
It's Hanamon. We back on another episode.
Boy, ain't no way.
We back with another episode of What Now? You welcome to the all-new episode. We debate the hottest sports topics and we dissect them, correct them, and give them to you from our perspective.
Wagwan, brother.
Wagwan, brother. Wagwan, brother.
Well, if only this podcast allowed something to go right with that accent.
All right, so as y'all can see today, we got
The big three.
the big three, the actual cool people, the people y'all tune in to see every week.
Facts.
Outside of Jamie.
Yeah, outside of Jamie.
y'all tune in not to see one person. But we're gonna try to keep this one short for y'all. We had a bye week last week. We didn't want to give y'all 2 bye weeks in a row. We ain't lazy. I'm just
Man, a little bit, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Don't
We
let
thugging, but we thugging it out today, trying to figure out some topics for y'all on the way. So we're gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
Yeah, man. Life been lifing, man. Y'all know what's going on, man.
Hey, for real,
Hey,
though,
life been
life
life.
for these last 2 weeks. I can't even lie.
I gotta go do some homework. How y'all week been though? Before we start, I guess.
Man, this is the longest 2 days of my life.
For
2
real,
days?
bro, I said the same. I was like, bro, I don't remember the last time a Tuesday took this long. Like, that crazy.
Malin, this is the first time your hair down on the podcast?
Probably in a while.
You look different.
Oh yeah. Because usually I be coming in from the gym. I have it, tied back a
Oh,
little bit.
back in that mode.
Yeah, you look like you on one right now.
Hey, I ain't in that mode yet. I ain't not yet.
It's the holiday season coming. All right, we need to relax. What's the topic? Hold on, y'all. I told y'all we thugging it out today.
Doing this on the fly, y'all. Just vibes.
We can start it with AFC.
All right. So NFL football we doing. We about to talk about. I ain't did this in a long time, clearly. we about to talk about some NFL football. The AFC is crazy, of course. We could do some overreactions. I mean, we could just do the whole NFL if you got overreaction for the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Since we missed last week, so we the last 2 weeks and how the mid-season going right now. Y'all got anything on like how the AFC going or like any overreactions to anything?
Well, I just want to start off by saying the only reason we're doing only AFC is because the NFC is pretty much already won. Y'all, the only 3 teams worth something are the 49ers, Cowboys, and Eagles. So like, ain't much to talk about there for all you NFC fans, Falcons fans like myself. Ain't nothing to talk about. There's ain't nothing to talk about.
We've been telling you that, bro.
Right.
We trying to juke 5 people and they thought they were going up.
Man, my boys, I don't even know what to say about them. But like I said, we can keep this on AFC because I can do a whole 10 minutes.
No. Do your 10 minutes, bro. Let it out. The box ain't interrupt you.
It's just crazy. Just talking about the Falcons. I thought we were looking good, old Heineke get hurt and we bring in, who. He surprised me, though. He went down to score. I can't say nothing. But I feel like it's more of a bad mojo when he in versus just only his bad play. I just feel like the team go down with him. The fans, we just hold, like, it's just despair when you see him trying in.
They probably don't think he's that good. Like his teammates probably don't think he's that good. So it's like the Jets with Zach Wilson. It's like when he's on, he has to play.
We gotta go out here with him.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly surprised in that situation we had with the Texans the other week. It was the same situation. I'm surprised we pulled that one out because the way CJ Stroud been playing, hey, that boy is up.
Yeah, before we get to, I'm gonna talk about CJ too. I want to talk about CJ, but like with the Falcons, I think like I didn't mind Arthur Smith. I think he was good, but like it's so weird to me how y'all don't use like y'all are still a young team and like y'all have a good receiver in Drake London, obviously Kyle Pitts and Bijan, and it's like y'all don't use none of them how they should. Like none of the three.
None of them. Like, what was the point of using these high picks on them? That's what I want to know.
The highest drafted tight end ever, I think.
Yeah, like that's still crazy to me. Even though he was probably still gonna go like top 10 to 15 anyway. Why us? Why do we need him?
Yeah.
Why do we look at him and be like, franchise changer? No, like that doesn't even make sense.
Like how does he I just don't understand how he don't even like it. Like, it's one thing if you got plays ran for him and he the first option and Ritter just not giving him the ball. But it don't even seem like it's plays being drawn up to get him the ball. Kyle Pitts.
See, this year I've been more and more into like Falcons Twitter, and like it's so crazy to me that how like some of our fans are trying to make it seem like it's his fault. Look how lazy he's running this route. You know, he's not explosive. He's not this. Man, you'll get tired of doing cardio every Sunday too.
Yeah,
he's out there being a decoy,
especially as a receiver.
It's not the man's fault that he's not getting the ball. It's just crazy how delusional our fan base is, and like I don't even know what to say no more about them boys, man.
And I'm trying not to forget how good Drake London is. Like he's not like top 5 or nothing crazy like that receiver, but he's a good receiver.
He's a good receiver. He's been a lot better than because I didn't watch when he was at USC, so I didn't really know who he was. But like watching the game, like he's good. Like that's like I'm definitely not about to say Julio, but like a Roddy White type of player right now. Like
a tier 2
ball, he's gonna produce.
He would be a great 2 somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a good coach and a good quarterback, and he'd be like I could see him being like a Garrett Wilson type of player.
Yeah, something like that. Like if we can keep those 3 pieces and then just somehow
y'all need a quarterback.
We get a quarterback, we beef up the O-line, get some better defensive players because as much as the defense was sort of our strength, they still not the best. So if those 3 players can just buy into a rebuild for the next couple of years, I think we'll be straight.
I don't think so. I don't even think
rookie contracts still, so you got him for a minute.
I feel like with the Falcons, Heineke is okay. Like because there's no real
start at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, there's no real expectations for y'all to win the Super Bowl. So it's like just making the playoffs or winning the division, which is not a good division, is like a successful season. And I think Heineke can do that with those pieces. But them plays is just like not good. Like
play calling not good. Heineke's health is a concern sometimes.
Yeah.
And like you said, winning the division shouldn't even be an accomplishment because of what the division is, but we're still fighting to do that. So this is like I was playing saying we were like, playoff locks and all this because I knew how the season might go, but I'm starting to get that disappointment in me that I didn't think I was gonna do because my expectations are already low. But it's like, bro, y'all disappoint me even still. I don't know.
It's because I'm telling you, Falcons fans raise their hopes so high. You get a couple bad wins in the beginning of the season, you start raising that hope.
Right, that's exactly what they were. Bad wins plus the other divisional teams being sorry at that. So I thought, it might work in our favor, but no.
I should trade for Jameis, or y'all should have traded for Jameis or Josh Dobbs.
Hey, my boy. Hey, what they call him? Astro something? Hey, 2-0.
But you mentioned him earlier. I want to talk about CJ Stroud, bro. That boy.
What you about to say?
That boy crazy.
Crazy take.
That boy crazy, bro. I think he top 10 quarterback. I think he top 10 quarterback. Like I think he just cracking. He might be like 10.
All right, wait. Not that I don't agree with you.
I didn't think that you.
I want to know why you say that through his first 9 games. It's been 9.
I just want y'all to
and not say the same thing about Purdy.
Purdy? I didn't say I like this is what I'm saying.
It's the context. That specific comparison is probably the context. It's if you put Stroud on that team, I don't know.
y'all always call me a QB hater, but I like QBs. Like I like Trevor Lawrence, but I think
you just have a super standard of judging them.
I just try to judge everybody the same way based on the level that I try to judge everybody the same way based on the level that they're spoken of. So
I think you
quarterbacks.
judge Harden because of Lamar.
No. Because quarterbacks like Burrow and Allen and them, I'll judge them to a high standard because that's where people rank them at. Where you got like CJ, he's not playing like them, but I ranking him based on the level that he was at, I guess, at the beginning of the season, which is a rookie, and he's playing really well past that expectation.
Well, it's rookie with the asterisk because he was the number 2 pick, and
but Bryce Young was number
could have
one.
went number 1.
Bryce Young was number 1, and to be honest, I'll say I could argue that Bryce Young got better weapons.
But he has no O-line, bro.
He
can't do anything with that team.
But
he already probably can't see that well, and then they're on top of him anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull this up. Coming into the season, please tell me any of these names that you knew on the Texans. Tank Dell.
I'm not gonna be able to, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
didn't they sign somebody?
The Houston page not even working. What is the page?
Didn't they sign they signed somebody this offseason, didn't they?
A receiver?
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, they got the tight end.
Yeah, tight end. They got him from Dallas.
Robert Woods?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, they do have him. Is he hurt?
I think that's what I was talking about.
I don't think he's hurt. I think he's not playing well. But they got Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Noah Brown, and John Michie the third. He's a rookie too, I think. Isn't he?
Is he hurt? He hasn't played much, has he?
He doesn't have an injury report, but he's on here. But
I just think that Carolina line does like, I don't think you can put anybody back there, especially his frame and all that. Like, they're in a super rebuild. I feel like he's a good quarterback still, of course, but CJ Stroud is. I think he's gone over his expectations for sure. I don't know.
He's in the MVP conversation.
I don't know if it was me and Jalen, but I don't think he'll win MVP. I think for him to win MVP, he has to.
They got to win a division.
But I still don't think that's enough. I think he would need to probably get first seed or second seed, something like that.
Oh, I don't know now. Winning the division as the number 2 picking team in the previous year's draft, and you the sole reason because of it, I feel like that's MVP worthy, especially when the fact that the MVP race isn't won yet. Like nobody's running away with it.
Yeah, but I think names will play a part in that. Like they'll give it to Mahomes or Lamar or somebody else over him right now because they'll give him Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, they're not. I just don't think they're going to give it to a rookie. I just don't, especially a rookie quarterback. I just don't see that happening.
But I think I need to do my QB list, but I feel like he's at 10 right now. Because if we being honest, if Tobias is on, he would hate it, but he might be better than Herbert.
I will say that I think he might been playing better than him, but I don't think it's just.
I mean, I'm still big on consistency, so I would need to see him again next year.
That's what.
But I don't know. And then Josh Allen,
they make the playoffs, and he gets to. That's gonna be hard for me.
Exactly.
Because I am on Herbert's side, but if he does what Herbert hasn't done in his first year,
I wish he was on there because we said before the season when we were doing all this talk that he agreed that this is Herbert's prove it season.
Yeah,
he's done everything, but
we can argue that it's his coach's fault again.
No, you cannot, bro.
We can.
If you're a top 10 quarterback,
because he's putting up the points, he's putting up the numbers, and it's not like he's doing that Josh Allen like just turning the ball over.
Is he playing as a top 5 quarterback? Is it yes or no?
I think his numbers prove it.
It's not the numbers, bro. At the end of the game, he's not playing well. He get all those numbers in the first 3
All
quarters.
right. What game was that? Did they play the Cowboys? I think that was the worst one.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was the worst one. But other than that, I don't see how the other games was fault.
We can go through each one. We're not gonna do it though. We can go through each one.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it.
But along with the top 10 quarterbacks, Josh Allen is I always thought he was overrated, but I think he's slowly falling down the list, like at a pace. Like I wouldn't say he's top 5 anymore at this moment.
Not at this moment in time.
I wouldn't put him outside of top 10 yet, but he better pick it up because I'm told you now the wins was covering up his bad play. And now that he's not winning, you can actually see it. And Stephon Diggs don't want to be there.
Ooh, but hey, that joke be funny because it's like he said before the season he didn't want to be there. He said in the beginning of the season he didn't want to be there. Now in the middle of the season he don't want to be there.
Don't want to be there.
He's
not getting involved. Yeah, but that's my biggest overreaction for this week. CJ going crazy.
But that Josh Allen thing, I do hate being wrong as much as the next guy, but I got to admit it on this one. I usually don't disagree with Nick Wright that much, but last year when he said it, I was like, nah.
I was thinking when we talked about this last season, and we were talking, I think me and you were arguing against Reek about how he is second. I think in that point in time, we had an argument. Now, like ever since then, it been downhill from there.
It went downhill, literally.
It's downhill from there. It's like, okay, now you're proving me wrong when you make an argument. Because say it went the other way, we would still have an argument. But now it's just like, yeah, we was wrong. Like we was wrong.
Because he's not winning.
That first game of the season last year against the Rams.
Yeah, and that Chiefs game not played last year. That Chiefs game was crazy.
And that's just I don't know what to say about that because it's like
I feel like
I still kind of look at him as a top 5 QB, but it's just like
he got top 5 talent, but his decision making. I think I said that before in the pod. Like his just decision making, it's Big Ben like, but like it doesn't equate to wins. Like the craziness doesn't equate to wins like it did with Ben. I feel like
the what was I about to say? I just lost what I was about to say. I forgot what I was about to say. But according to the Big Ben thing is he was winning. That's why you had him up there.
That's what I'm saying.
Now the wins are not coming in.
Now you just look like a bonehead.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like the team, the culture, or not the culture, but the mindset of the team now is like we've hit our peak with this group.
I mean, it feels like it kind of just like
I feel like they think that
aura-wise, it feels like it.
Yeah, like we've hit our peak. We're going downhill. There's really crazy thing is no team is really like there's a lot of good teams in the AFC, obviously, but no team is pulling away.
Yeah.
So everybody still has a chance. Oh, I got a question for y'all, mainly specifically because me and Jalen kind of talked about it a little bit. At what point do we start criticizing Joe Burrow? Like at what point? When will people start criticizing Joe Burrow?
The media wise, I don't think they'll start criticizing him until it's his fault they lose a playoff game or something. But I know what you're talking about, and I'm here for it. I feel like we can go ahead and criticize him because that Super Bowl run. So Jalen Hurts did the same thing last year. He didn't get nearly as much like.
He didn't, and Jalen Hurts played much better on his run than Burrow did.
Much better. He didn't get nearly as much of the praise. Like he got praise, of course, but not like Joe Burrow. Like after Joe Burrow did that, he was the second coming of Jesus. It felt like
I feel like the pushback. Not to interrupt. I feel like the pushback there is that it was really on Burrow and his receivers. I feel like for Jalen Hurts, it was a more team effort in that, and him not having an O-line and then coming back from those injuries and stuff like that. I think it was kind of like a Cinderella story for him.
But I think in the playoff run specifically, the defense was very underrated. Like that's what the
guys were saying.
That season, the defense didn't play that well. But that playoff run, them 3 or 4 games that they had, the defense played very well. And Joe Burrow.
Forget about that Titans game where the Titans were supposed to steamroll them boys, and Tannehill just looked like he never played football before.
But then there's some games like against the Chiefs.
But it was crazy.
There's a game like against the Chiefs where Joe Burrow and the defense looked like they just was better than them. I just feel like but I think that is a good comparison though for those two quarterbacks.
Yeah, and then even
never get that credit.
Then even last year when the Ravens played them in the wild card, we had them beat until the fumble on the 1 yard line, and that was Tyler.
which is
And that was
crazy.
Tyler Huntley, right? So it's like if that game would have went to us, where would people be saying Joe Burrow is? I think I'll admit, I actually like Joe Burrow. I like how he plays and everything. I just don't like the team, one, because that's just a biased take because they're not in my division of my favorite team. And then two, I just don't like that they don't get the same. They get a lot of praise and don't get the same criticism as other teams do outside of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's never an excuse there, or there's never no excuse is ever good enough for why they lost. Like it's always the Joe Burrow was hurt. That's why they were losing. And then all of a sudden, when they start winning games, he's no longer hurt. And then other things like, what's another one I heard? I don't know. I can't think of one, but it's just a bunch of like reasons why they lost the game. But those same reasons they'll use against other people. Like they'll say like injuries for the defense or something like that. If we're being honest, the Bills defense is really injured this year, but nobody's really talking about that.
And they don't even have their good defensive coordinator. Like he stepped away.
Exactly. But that's at some point, like if the Ravens and the Bengals play Thursday, if the Ravens beat the Bengals, then they go and fall to 5-5, or I think it'll be 5-5, and they don't have any tiebreakers, we got to start being like, all right, we got to gotta criticize them. But yeah, all right, we can move on. Unless y'all got any more football takes.
Nah. Besides the Patriots gonna be picking first overall, probably.
Is Bill Belichick the coach next year?
Yes.
I think I'm tired of it because I did hear something that was like he said a couple years ago he won't be coaching it into his 70s, and he's already in his 70s.
He's already in his 70s.
That's what you watching every week.
You think he got?
If they get the first overall pick, he's going to coach that boy.
Oh yeah,
he's going to coach him.
Should he? Should he? I don't think he has a lick of quarterback development in his body. Like he doesn't. I don't think he's the right person to hand over Caleb Williams.
But I will say that he doesn't need. I don't think Caleb Williams needs to be babysat like Mac Jones would need to be as far as development goes. To where there's going to be some games I think that Caleb Williams literally wins the game on the offensive side of the ball by himself. I think he's that type of quarterback. But
now I'm so ready to see that in the NFL. Y'all know how I feel about people hyping him up before he step on the field. So if it proves to be something like that, hey, that'd be great. But
Bill Belichick is the GM too. What if they get the number one pick and he don't pick Caleb Williams?
He gonna pick up.
He would be the type to trade it away or something like that.
He would probably get fired the day after the draft.
Belichick will no longer oversee general manager's duty.
All right. So our next topic, I think, is NBA. It's about the Clippers. So we haven't talked about the NBA much since the season started, but more specifically the James Harden trade he finally got traded from the Sixers to the Clippers. And since he's been there, I think they're like 0-5, 0-4, 0-5. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they will pick it up at some point, or do you think it's kind of over with? Like James Harden is just the cancer to any team he's gonna play on at this point.
For a contender, yeah.
Already over with?
Oh, for them, yeah, for sure. They just don't fit together. Like, it doesn't matter if James Harden was there anyway. I don't think that they was gonna.
Oh, they were playing well. They were playing well. I wouldn't say they was going to win a championship, but I think they was playing well.
I don't think that they're championship contenders though. It's the same argument that I had the other day. Like
here we go.
If your top two stars are injury prone, bro, you cannot trust them to take.
That's not the argument that you had.
That's literally the only argument that I have.
That's true though. It's true. It's true.
That's true, but that's not what he was saying about the Lakers.
No,
we don't have to get into that though. If you don't want to.
That's why I say he wouldn't win MVP when Tobias said it. That's literally, it all comes down to them being hurt all the time. But for them specifically, I just don't think them four just don't work together. Because you got 2 point guards, you have 2 wings that it just don't work.
I feel like they'll pick it up. like they'll make the playoffs. They'll be solid. They'll have a solid record. But I feel like Russ, the worst person that's affected by it is Russ.
Oh, for sure.
Because he was playing well in his new role and liking his new role. And now Harden's gonna have the ball a lot, and now Russ can't do what Russ was doing. And he's 100% not a spot up shooter. So he can't just sit in the corner and wait for the ball.
I mean, with that, the only person that can play off the ball is Paul George.
Yeah, what you guys say, Malin?
Oh, I was saying I did see a play where he was supposed to be like spot up shooting. He took it and started dribbling and stuff. It's like, bro, just shooting the ball.
He don't have no confidence shooting. But
you can't shoot.
I think the best person that benefited from the trade is Tyrese Maxey. He might have to be all NBA player.
There's something about him going. He was going.
I can see him being an all-star.
Something. Somebody said it before the season, but I ain't expecting him to be like dropping 50 and stuff like that.
Yeah, 50 is crazy.
I mean, once you have the green light for real, because I feel like Tobias Harris has proved himself to not be a 2.
Yeah,
like,
I'm about to say
he's just not a 2. So like he's a perfect 3 kind of player. So
really
like
a 3.
When you get that kind of green light, I mean it's whatever. I mean, and you're the starting point guard for a team that has a superstar big man. So I just feel like it comes naturally.
I wish I would have watched that game. I just want to see him go crazy. Oh, hot take. I think somebody said this before the season, but I'm on the bandwagon with it too now. That boy Ant MVP.
I said it.
Hey, my boy, dog. I'm not even a Georgia college basketball fan, but that's where he went, so I'm gonna represent. That's my dog right there. That boy wrong.
I don't know who I was talking to. But I feel like his personality is way bigger than that city. I think he would thrive in like a big market, not the Knicks, but like a good big market.
This episode of What Now is brought to you in part by the best place to find Christian apparel and accessories, Christ Gear. Be bold, be strong, be courageous. For more information on where to buy Christ Gear, see the link in the description below.
Like,
yeah, what they said, somebody on Twitter was like, Adam Silver sent this man to Minnesota. Really, Minnesota out of all places.
I've been saying he was in my top 10 when we started too. I had him at number 10. And I think he was my dark horse MVP, or he might have been my MVP.
I think he was your regular MVP, like just straight up.
Yeah, so
I don't think they'll be good enough for him to win MVP though.
That would be the only reason, but he's gonna have to play in the stats to win it. But they just want team success.
Yeah, he got the dog, and like his confidence, bro. Like his confidence is unwavering. Y'all talking to Draymond the other day.
He don't care.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's stuff like that, seeing stuff like that, but that get me. Hey,
I thought you was a Warriors fan.
Huh?
I thought you was a Warriors fan.
I am, but bruh, if somebody says something to you and you really got that dog and you gonna show it, and I respect that so much. Like he's like, bro, don't foul him. Like that's all he said, and then Draymond doing all that. He like, all right, bet. It's gonna take over the rest of the fourth quarter like it ain't nothing. Like he could have been.
It was him versus Steph Curry. Like it takes something.
I'm talking about, hey, Steph sitting there, bro. He just sitting there just toying with them boys.
And then caught a body.
Then caught a body, and then didn't say nothing back to Draymond, like nothing crazy. Like he talked with his play. I love seeing that.
I like Anthony Edwards. He probably my second favorite player. I think I said that before too.
I feel like he's up there in my 5 too, bro. Like I like him a lot.
No, I don't want to hear that.
I just said that's my dog.
I don't want to hear that.
I like him a lot though.
He's not even
I ain't thinking for MVP or nothing, but hey, I'm definitely a fan.
Y'all be following me, bro. Come on, let me follow one player.
The hometown hero.
Let me have one player.
I was just about to say that.
I said top 5.
Lee, now all of a sudden everybody top 5. No, he not.
Let that man come to the East as soon as he comes to Atlanta to play the Hawks.
They ain't try him with DeJounte.
I was about to say that, but I didn't know how nobody felt about that.
Care about him, man. We do not care about him at all.
Hey,
King Trey, let's get it, bro. We gonna go crazy.
Hey, speaking of favorite players, Malin, what'd you tell me in the DM the other day? I just want an apology in public.
I was unaware with his game. Hey, I ain't know AD was going crazy like that. I ain't been keeping up as much. Cause I like to start watching basketball at like around the All-Star, like January and stuff like that. So I ain't really been keeping up. And I saw that little stat line. Hey, he been going crazy. I can't.
He been going crazy, bro.
We're never gonna talk about
He
AD.
been putting up his numbers.
But as soon as he ain't played that one game, it's all over Twitter, man. AD never healthy. AD
Hey,
that.
Sorry, you know he's never healthy though. Like, I don't
let
know
a report come out and say AD gonna miss about 20 games, but you gonna hear me. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about him being healthy or not. It's about only when the bad stuff happens is when he get the spotlight. It's never when the good stuff. So that's like this.
It's
because we expect him to be good, bro. We expect him to be great.
Your mama did not buy you nothing to eat for making your bed.
We expect all these stars to be great, and they get top tier spotlight.
But I think that goes back to personality though. Like, I don't think AD is really something marketable. So it's like
Jokic is.
I don't think they market Jokic though.
Yes, they do. They do.
Jokic is actually marketable because it's funny how he's so nonchalant about the game of basketball, but he's so good. It's like,
but also he's the best player in the league. like it's easy to market the best player in the league.
It's okay. I'm just saying, keep the same energy. That's all. That's all I want. Keep the
same. AD was more marketable in New Orleans. I'm sorry, but he would.
Yeah, that's because he's less marketable when he's playing with LeBron.
I mean, that's really what.
But not when LeBron trying to pass him the torch.
Bro, okay, all right. Let's talk about this. There is no possible way that LeBron is going to pass the torch to AD.
If you're saying pass the torch, no. But if you're going to say that he's passing the best player on the team, I think that's possible.
It's not going to be. The only way to be called the best player on the team is by a majority of fans or the media, because that's not a real title. It's just an opinion. And nobody will ever say that AD is better than LeBron, especially not with all those LeBron fans out there. They keep saying they want AD to be the best player, but they will never, ever actually agree that AD is better than LeBron because they love LeBron so much.
Like, he's not, though.
Yes. Well, even if he's not, it can be argued that he is.
I'm not saying they can't be argued, but I don't think that he is.
But regardless, even if AD was clearly better than LeBron, but LeBron was still playing at a high level, they would never allow AD to be better than LeBron. LeBron would have to be the best player on the team.
Yeah, but at that point, you're just arguing with the media.
I think if AD was putting up like Jokic numbers, not necessarily assist wise, but like those type of points and rebounds and like impact on the game, like for a longer period of time, I feel like they wouldn't have a choice but to say it.
So AD has to be the best player in the league to be better than LeBron.
I mean, who doesn't?
No, but like you're arguing against the media and like you're arguing against a narrative.
No, and the fans, because that's who names the best player.
But like,
because I think
you gotta have some kind of critical thinking skill when it comes to it for real. Because like,
I think he's the best player, but the only way for him to become a worldwide, not worldwide, but I guess lack of a better term, worldwide best player, universal best player is for most people to say that he's the best player.
But it's not a universal take though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like that Jokic is better than Jamal Murray because the gap is so big. That's what AD has to overcome. The gap, he has to pass him, and then he has to make a gap. Because if there's any kind of doubt, they're not going to give it to him. But
the universal take is also that he needs to be the best player. So that has to be. You can't give that a universal take and never give AD the chance to have a universal take, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head.
I mean, I get you, bro, but like, until he's like clear cut better than LeBron, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to entertain it. There's some nights where AD is way more valuable than LeBron, and I think context is a lot in that. Like, say they're playing Jokic or something like that, or playing another big, and AD really has to show up. In contract, but like there's just not a lot of those moments where AD has to like. AD just got to stay on the floor. If he on the floor, bro, I feel like everybody would easily say that.
But I think the narrative also with that, the narrative is too far down. That even if AD played 82 games, or let's not say 82. Let's say if AD played like 75 games, it would not be talked about because the only thing for AD to be. The only thing that's talked about with AD regular season wise is his injuries. So if he's playing, nobody's going to talk about that. if that makes sense. But if
Well,
he's
it
not
also
playing,
can't be
No,
doing
I don't
those
think that would change in one
years.
season though. Like that'll have to be like a multi-season type. Like if AD plays 75, 76, 80, 75 games, 4 seasons in a row, then I feel like his narrative would kind of shift in that direction.
I think it will only shift if that happens. Plus, they're winning championships.
I mean, if he's playing that many games, they might win championships though. That's the thing. Like I feel like availability is another skill that you have to like acquire when
I've been saying,
when you play a sport that requires so many games. Like Otani wouldn't be anything if he was playing 40 games a season.
right.
So like the fact that these like certain players can play all the time, I feel like it goes into, I guess, their team's success and then I guess their personal I guess narratives too.
I just think also other players of that high caliber miss a lot of games also, but don't get talked about like that because
But 80 don't be in a tier though, bro. Like
because
80 don't be in like I think I've heard a KD comparison. And it's like you can't compare him to KD because like he's not KD. Like he ain't like God mode like that.
but if KD is missing all those games, it should be more of a hindrance on him than
I mean, I think it has been.
because
I understand that, but again, if I had to pick one, I'm picking KD because I've seen him go God mode for real. I've seen AD average 50 for the first 2 weeks of the season. So like, I know he can. It's just I think it's just the motor, bro. It's just really the motor.
It's the motor. That's what it really comes down to. Is that like AD got that dog in him, but it's like you gotta beat it out of him. Like he can't just turn it on.
Like yeah, if he played 50 games, but he went crazy like for those 50. I don't know. I feel like it'll be a toss up.
I think part of the reason too is why he probably doesn't play as he should, as it seems as he should every game, is because he's, like I said before, he's one of the only players where he needs to give 100% on both sides of the ball.
And that's a take that I can agree with.
Like I think I said maybe Embiid is the only other player that has to give 100% on both sides of the ball.
Giannis.
Well, when you early in your career, you establish yourself as a defensive presence. Like you got to keep it up. That was a part of what made you good.
I feel like AD's offensive game, I don't think don't quote me, but I don't think he averaged that much in college.
No, he didn't. He was more known as a defensive player that can play well on offense. He wasn't supposed to be like, he was number 1 seed, but he wasn't supposed to be a 28 point per game player or nothing like that. He was supposed to be like a 21 point per game player with an average.
He got godly like, I don't want to say godly, but like a super elite offensive skill.
Right.
Yeah. But okay. What was any more NBA takes?
The Clippers are done.
I wouldn't say done. But
they don't get James Harden.
That combo is definitely not going to work. Or that little 4-man group they got going, that's not going to work.
I want to apologize too for speaking on the Mavs earlier in the season. They're playing better than I thought they would. But same with you talking about AD. Kyrie also is injury prone or misses games, whether it's injuries or other reasons. So, but if they can both stay on the floor and their defense of the team can stay well, then I think they'll be back to where they were pre-Kyrie last year.
Right.
You said something about CeeDee Lamb comments, Malin. What were you talking about?
He was just like, after Sunday night's game, he was like, I'm the best receiver in the league, like hands down, like no question. And yeah, so like,
no question.
I mean, I can't say do y'all agree because y'all's reaction just showed me y'all don't.
I don't agree, but I don't know.
Where would y'all have him on y'all's list?
I told you I'm still big on consistency. I think now he's getting the targets that he should, and with those targets, he's playing really well. But I wouldn't call him top 5 yet. I think he's probably in the top 10 range, like bottom.
I feel like he's 10. Top. Yeah, he's 6 through 10 probably.
Because I still would have Tyreek Hill obviously over him. AJ, I think Devontae's still better than him. Devontae just in a very, very bad situation.
Wait, Adams or Smith?
Devontae Adams, not Smith.
Hey, Smith a baller, bro. Hey.
He's not in a bad situation.
I know. Well, I was thinking that before you said the bad situation.
and then who else? Justin
Jamar?
Jefferson, I still.
You think Jamar?
I guess I'll say Jamar. I'm a Bengals hater, so I think
Jamar better than him.
I think he's overrated too. Jamar's better than Ceedee, yeah, but
You
just named 5 right there.
that's 5. I'm trying to think of others.
Do y'all still think Cooper Kupp better than him?
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he needs to get on another team, but I think
I think Cooper Kupp is he's been injured, and then Matthew Stafford's been injured.
Yeah,
because when Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp were both playing this year, Cooper Kupp was like his old self. And I always thought Cooper Kupp was good even before he had that historic season. I think. Go ahead. Mike Evans.
I feel like they're comparable.
If you say Mike Evans, what about Garrett Wilson?
Maybe.
I would give.
Did you see that? Did you see First Things First today?
No, what did they say?
They had, how they got Mahomes Mountain. They made Tyreek Hill.
Oh, I heard about it. Yeah, Tyreek Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, they made Tyreek Hill, and they had Wilson above Ceedee. Garrett Wilson.
I feel like Garrett Wilson can be Ceedee, what Ceedee is now, if he had a better quarterback.
I think a lot of this we have to think about Dak. We have to think about Dak, or like who these people are getting thrown the ball from. I think it's hard to put receivers in a comparison because of system, quarterback, and offense and stuff.
That's why Tyreek Hill is a clear-cut best, because I don't think Tua.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
don't think Tua is probably not top 10 quarterback for me.
He's probably like 8 through 10. 8 through 11.
We need to make all of us need to make an actual QB list.
I've been meaning to say that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Probably next week.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. I really like him.
He was on the same tier as Ceedee on that list.
And then what about Steph? What did I say? Stephon Diggs.
Talent wise, yeah, I think he's better.
Stephon better than him.
He ain't getting the looks or targets or putting up the numbers right now. He can't.
I still think Stephon's better than Ceedee. But if Ceedee keeps it up and that keeps it up into next season, and to them, I think they're in the same category as the Ravens, where they won't get no respect unless they show it in the playoffs. Like both of them could go 17-0.
I don't know. People know who the Cowboys is though.
No. I don't think they'll get real respect unless they show it in the playoffs. Like if they both go 17-0, they'll still be like, all right, we need to see the Cowboys at least make the NFC Championship.
They ain't been there since the 90s.
I think if the Cowboys and the Ravens both go 17-0, I think it'll be Ravens, Cowboys. Personally.
Only because of Lamar though. Lamar will put them above the Cowboys.
Man, if you put a good quarterback on that team, the Cowboys might be the best team in the league.
Yeah. I mean, Dak's been playing like the top 5 quarterback the last couple of weeks. And you see what they've been doing. So I think so. The past couple of weeks, yeah, ever since really the Niners game when they played real bad. Because they lost to the Eagles, but he still played really well again. I got him on my fantasy team, so I know. Yeah. All right. We got any more topics, or we ending off like that?
I think that was a quick hitter type of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
hey, we got to do the would you rather Wimby edition soon.
Oh, okay.
I like that idea. Let's do that. All right, let's do the QB list and that next week.
I think I had that somewhere, but okay, we can do that. QB list and what would you rather? So y'all stay tuned for that. But before we go, we got to of course do our scripture of the week. So this one is from Proverbs 10:17. People who accept discipline are on the pathway to life, but those who ignore correction will go astray.
Is that the verse of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, bro, I heard that.
That's why I read it, because I read it this morning and I was like, that's a good one. And so
I heard that.
I wanted to read it together. Again, for the people in the back, people who accept discipline are on the pathway to life, but those who ignore correction will go astray.
That's facts, man. Hey, look, you can't get nowhere if you don't like hold yourself accountable.
That's what I'm saying. Or like, just that's why people be like, I be hating. No, bro, I'm just trying to give you some discipline.
And then like also like accountability and like if you can't accept criticism without being defensive, you ain't got no place here.
It's crazy, bro. I just feel like
that's real though, because a lot of people, you know, you'll just give them a little small correction in life and they turn up on you. It's like,
bro, like first of all, it don't even affect me.
It's not that deep, I swear.
That's why now I'll be asking people, I'll be like, do you care to hear my advice? Before I even say anything. Because don't go off, I'm not gonna give you my advice and then you go off on me about it. I'm gonna
go off on you about that. Trying to check your temp.
My fault. Do you, bro?
Do you? Hey, keep going down.
No, that's crazy. Keep going down. Maybe if you listen to me, you might get somewhere. Sorry. All right. All right, y'all. That's another good episode. The 3-man crew. We're gonna get off and we're gonna see what we all about after this. Hopefully the other two can show up to work next week.
Yeah, you ain't get paid if you don't come. Yeah, I'm gonna
make work. Clock in.
Yeah, lock in for real. But y'all have a good week. Make sure y'all subscribe, like YouTube, podcast, Spotify, Amazon.
Oh, y'all know where to find us, man. It's like
all the stuff at this point. We get a lot of views too, by the way. Jalen, you wanna speak on like what happened based off? We got some likes and
no, I don't. I don't at all. But I will.
The likes are helping us out in life too. By the way, I just want to say.
Hey, this pod gonna take us. Hey, y'all think we're gonna do a Turkey Day release last year? Was it just us three last year doing the Turkey Day?
Yeah, we did one.
Yeah, I think we did one. I think we need to run that back.
Yeah, because we did the we had the little border leaf fall.
Yeah.
We could do one. That'd be fun too.
Nice.
Do Thanksgiving predictions and would you rather Thanksgiving again and all that good stuff. So y'all tune in. Is that next week? Is Thanksgiving next week?
Yes, bro.
Dang, Thanksgiving is next week. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's already it's the 14th of November.
In 2024.
I'll be up y'all way in a month.
Really? Cap.
Yeah.
Until I see it.
About to lock in for real. Yeah, that is. I ain't gonna believe you. Yeah, I ain't gonna be too excited.
You can end it and I'll tell you.
All right, you got the button, my boy.
You never heard of me?
Y'all stay locked in. Peace, y'all.